The other day, I was walking through the Vineyards of Caras Sant, reflecting on the years that have gone by since that terrible day. The air was ripe with the smell of freshly picked grapes, as the northmen who worked there laboured on, never tiring for a minute. I propped myself against a tree and sat. This has been tiring. With the reclamation of Mordor, the Avari have returned en masse, ready to fight for their homeland once more. And with the Lôgarth of Luin now dead, our tensions with the west and south are becoming ever more strained, downright hostile. But I can still only seem to be reminded of what came before. No amount of wine can repress these memories still fresh in my mind. No amount of age can ever grant me its sweet reprieve. I remember the time, all those years ago, when I held my dying wife in my arms as she wished for the peace of our kingdom, peace for Dorwinion. To be freed from the darkness that invaded our lands. To go back to all those good times of wine, song and dance, and wish that war never came to our lands. When she died, I drank for weeks back then, drank away my sorrows that plagued me so. Wine had never been so bitter. War has only given me pain, yet has given this nation strength. With the looming threat of the orc hordes of the south and the west stampeding like savages to kill, pillage and maim, I am only reminded of those days. But now our kingdom is strong. With every day it grows, and I will lead the Northmen and Avari until the threat that looms over us is silenced once and for all. I had no sympathy for the runic tribes, and I will have no sympathy for the beasts of Mordor and Mirkwood. I know what it means to fail, and I have already lost enough. Hello my friends and welcome back for episode 11 of our Dorwinion campaign in 3rd Age Total War Divide and Conquer. And things are quite interesting to say the least. We're currently at war with, let's see here, Khand, Dol Guldur, sorry I messed up, Khand, Dol Guldur and Mordor. So we are surrounded by enemies on almost all sides. Things are not looking too great. But then again, it does prove to be a nice challenge. I was a little bit worried that the campaign might become a bit too easy, or to quote another famous 3rd Age Total War YouTuber, a doddle. But that won't be the case, because despite dealing with Ruin and being safe on this side of the map, pretty much every other side is under siege or under attack or about to be under attack. So we do need to prepare, we do need to counterattack, and my chair agrees with that statement. Before we start, there are three comments, or three kinds of comments that I would like to highlight a little bit. One was by Statsman Robbie, who made a lot of interesting points for us, actually, to declare war on Ered, to kind of betray them and take their lands. I assume he made that comment before he watched the entire video and realized that we wouldn't be knowing any periods of peace at all. So I'll have to respectfully decline that request to attack Ered right now. That seems like a very, very bad idea, and it's also not really what I'm looking for to do with this campaign. I'm not going to go turning evil or anything like that. That might be something for a future campaign. Then another comment was by Cafalor, and also other people mentioned this one as well in other terms. We could possibly try to trade some settlements for Rhubarb. Cafalor himself mentioned trading Esgaroth for Rhubarb, which I think the dwarves would accept. Let's also block the port there. That was also a suggestion. I can't remember exactly who made that suggestion, but it's an interesting one and a good one. But we could also try trading some Dol Guldur territories for Rhubarb. Basically, we want to get Rhubarb, and we might as well use that to also try and get the dwarves involved against Dol Guldur by having them border each other. I'm not sure if they've already declared war on one another. They have not. The dwarves are living in relative peace, only fighting good and bad. And then I got another comment from Anand as well as Oblivion. He has a very long name, I'm just going to call him Oblivion. And he said, or they both said, that it would be a very good idea, and I very much agree with that, to put stakes in Mattaram, to get a unit that can deploy stakes in Mattaram. And I think Dorwinion gets 2 units that can deploy stakes. One is the Morikwendi Sentinels. Can I get them here? I don't think so, do I need the higher tier? The Morikwendi Sentinels, let's double check. Or sorry, Sentinels. They can use sharpened stakes, so that is the unit Norway gets, but he himself can't use it because he's a general. And another unit that we do already have, where are they? That's the Vintnecourt Knights. They can also deploy sharpened stakes, so I am actually thinking of moving those knights back to Mattaram. It'll take a little bit, but I think Khan's going to attack us a couple times at Mattaram, and having stakes just completely annihilates their cavalry, which is like 70% of Khan's troops. So that is a very good idea. I think we did everything for this turn, right? Not sure what these guys are going, for example. We can now defend most of our border territories. I actually think I still wanted to do some attacks with Avalon. And I could just get a pure cavalry army ready to go to crush those guys with relative ease, I suppose. I'm not going to bring any infantry because they kind of slow me down too much. They can only just reach Lunluk. Well, this guy can reach Lunluk as well as Ugluk. So yeah, this shouldn't be too difficult, I don't think. Let's see, balance of power is so not in our favor because game thinks, oh, they have many more troops and cavalry sucks. But this battle is going to be quite easy. That's 3 infantry units, 1 javelin unit, and 1 arch unit. The arch unit is the only one that can really do some damage, I think. So yeah, despite the balance of power, let us take care of these Dol Guldur asshats real quick. Okay, let us start our deployment. I'm actually quite happy that not that many people, actually no one, kind of complained about the video length of the previous chapter, which was close to 2 hours long. I went a little bit overboard, but well, none of you seem to mind. I'll try not to make it a habit though, but it's good to know that you guys don't really mind too much, that despite the increased length, it basically got the same amount of views, and the view time was also comparative to other videos, so it wasn't like a lot of people skipped the episode because it was just too long, so thank you for that. I'm glad I can keep you entertained, or try to at least, for close to 2 hours. That's a long time. That is actually a long, long time. Right, I've had him. Let's see, I want to put you in groups. Although I know cavalry doesn't really work well in groups, but just for now, if I do it like that. Group and ungroup. Alright, honestly the archers are the scariest bit. But they're not are they even returning fire? Yeah, they are now. Okay, get moving. Crossbows. Careful for the scouts, of course. As easy as this fight is going to be, I'm quite confident, you see. I still need to be a little bit careful. Those archers have the potential to rout better units. Although I don't think the Vine-Regent under Avalon will rout anytime soon. And I also don't want to lose, well, I'll lose some units. Saying I don't want to lose anyone is a little bit silly, but I don't want to lose too many forces. That was not a good charge. That wasn't a proper sandwich, it was more like a horseshoe. Did shake him up, so I think if I do a proper surrounding maneuver, that might just be enough. Let's see here. This is already a much better position, but they got their javelins right there now. Riders! Also, I really need to send out Edwin at some point. He's too good to sit in a settlement. Cav generals are OP, my man. Alright, that being... What is that? That is one unit that's attacking two... My god, I loves the cheetah. You can split units in the middle of a battlefield. That would actually be kind of cool if you could be like, okay, you are now a unit of 30 and 35, for example. You could split your unit and then give them separate commands. That could be an interesting extra layer of strategy if they introduced that. I don't think any Total War game has that, right? Creative Assembly, if you're watching my videos, which I doubt you are. There you go, it's a free idea. You don't have to pay me for that one. That one's for free. Route, break, die. Come on, I just helped your game out. Creative Assembly, help me out. We're doing alright. Avalon, I think, is also a pretty good healer, so... One more charge and they'll rout. Alright, charge the archers. I could try to lure the archers to fire on my cavalry here, which would then also lower their morale. That's some 20 IQ plays right there. Did I say 20? I meant 20,000. Because it was a good idea, not a bad idea. Maybe I should put a disclaimer in my videos that I can't be held liable for the things I say during my recordings. I say some stupid shit. Sometimes it's harmless, sometimes it's not. Just don't take anything I say seriously. Ask Miss Izzy, she can confirm. Alright, come on. Numbers are dropping. Run! Die! Go away. They're routing. Don't let them fight to the death. So uncivilized. Poor maulers. That unit just gets destroyed by archers, like, really hard. I think one cav charge and they're gone. Okay. Hello there. Don't throw your javelins. Oh, beautiful. That's gonna make it even easier. Why are these guys not routing? Oh, there we go. I expected them to rout straight away, but they needed a little bit extra. A small extra nudge. Men of the Thorn. Alright, boyos. Also, I want to do a quick shout out to Joey, who did write the intro for this episode, which was an amazing intro. It was actually very difficult to make, because I already recorded the intro and already edited it as well. It was a difficult one to edit because it was so heavy, so emotional. Like, it wasn't easy to you know, make an intro on that. But I did enjoy it very, very much. I hope you guys did as well. And I really enjoyed just the entire writing competition and making those intros. I'm already considering to maybe do another one at some point in the future. Maybe when things get a little bit more predictable. Because I do understand it's very hard to make an intro like 3 or 4 episodes up ahead. Divide and Conquer is a very unpredictable game. I mean, I am a living, bearing witness of that. Alright, so you guys done? No? The javelins are still there. Don't let them get any throws off. Alright, finish them off now. You're done. Get out. Remember when the Balance of Power said I had no hope of winning? Yeah, well, sort of. We lost 9%. Huh. Could be worse, I guess. Coming back to like my comments and interesting suggestions, there was also a suggestion by Oblivion Place to make like an army consisting entirely of mercenaries, Ravanian units, which could be a cool idea as well. 6%. Avalon doing most of the work. Alright, cool. It didn't lose a single one. Interesting. Yeah, just kind of even spread of casualties. Nothing too bad. Everyone is still very healthy. Good job, boys. Good job. And let us execute them. I'm not one to ransom. Get out of here, orc trash. Send Kamul my regards. Oh, he's not in hell yet. He will be soon enough. Alright, let's plop a watchtower and let's take down Ugluk. That's an even easier fight. Goblin Stalkers, those are Javies, right? Yeah. 7 missile attack is not that high for a Javelin unit. It's actually a pretty poor unit. Average accuracy, 55 meters range, 3 missiles, 7 missiles, I don't know. I think this is a post-barracks event unit, but they just disappoint. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Clean them up. At least those, the area of Leofric's bowing is then cleared up. And then we'll see in which direction we can push. I'm now focusing a lot on Dol Guldur, because that just happens where I had most of my forces, because they attacked me first. So I'm thinking getting some decisive wins against Dol Guldur at the beginning, and then maybe try to get a ceasefire with them so I can focus on Mordor and Khans. I don't want to like completely destroy Dol Guldur on my own. That's going to take too long. Anyway, enough talking. Let's take down Captain Ugly. Oh look, snow. Was the previous battle snowy as well? I already forgot. Damn it. I've got short-term memory loss. Well, it's good. It's actually the easiest way to deal with all the misery and all the sorrow. Just forget about it. Now, I would actually say that my memory has improved lately. I remember ranting about my memory in like a video, I don't know, maybe it was Ar-Adûnâim, probably a longer time ago, where I did say that my memory was so bad, I think because I didn't sleep enough. But now that I'm working from home and I don't have to like catch an early train, etc., I can sleep in a lot longer. Like I get easily like an hour of sleep more than I did before. And my working from home has been already extended towards the 1st of March, and probably will get extended again. But I feel like my memory has actually cleared up a little bit because of, you know, getting more sleep. Which is a nice side effect. Because my memory was notoriously bad. I don't know. Not that I sleep enough right now. Could definitely do with some more sleep, but... Oh, you poor sods. Oh, that unit just got destroyed. There we go. Did. Womp womp. Hunt them down. Have faith in your accuracy. I probably shouldn't. Alright, pull back. Pull back. They just get a volley off? Doesn't seem like they did. Alright, boys. Just turn skirmish mode off. If you give an order and they're skirmishing at the same time, they completely overrule your order immediately. It's quite annoying. So let's do that manually and then turn it back on when they're far away enough. Charge them! I mean, they'll probably have better morale than the other units, right? Although they are just goblins at the end of the day, so... It's not like they're exactly known for them or all. They do have spears, it seems, as a secondary weapon. But most of them just pulled them out too late. I'm not really known for pulling it out too late, just so you know. I'm pretty tidy when it comes to that. Okay, hello there. Oh, you're gonna be too late for everything. Oh, you want to charge Avalon? No, no, you're mistaken. You don't charge Avalon. Avalon charges you, buddy. Done. Now let's just round this off, eh? Although they are coming in all from one side, which is not excellent. Doo 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 doo. Doo doo doo. Accidental Indiana Jones. Alright, charge him again. Dead. 2%. Oh, that went even better than last time, because they didn't have the archers, I think. Nice. Alright, that's another quick cleanup, eh? Avalon the Legend. Losing 5, killing 600, or actually 875. Nice. Ugluk has been bowed as well. We can just call it everyone's bowing at this point. Nice. Okie dokie, let us execute them as well. And then try to move Avalon back towards Roberg. Although I don't think he'll make it. No, he's out of movement points. Okay, so be it. Dolguldur hates me. Well, you kind of started this, buddy. And I think Avalon's almost max commander, right? Yep, he's getting up there. Quite nice. So I think the plan is to get Avalon back there, then they'll push towards, what's this, brown boat? Bûrh Alge. I think brown boat's this one? Oh, that's a fort. Brown boat's somewhere over here. There's Esgaroth. Wait, I think Esgaroth, but Alge, there's a settlement here, and a settlement somewhere in the woods, which the elves might hold? Let's scout, I need to know. So Enethor is in the hands of Dolguldur. I don't want to really hold the forests, I'll give those to the elves. That reminds me, where are my diplomats? No, you go north, actually. Okay, and then make sure that Norway is on the move. How much? Why did I bring a unit of 15? I must have skimmed over that. And you are moving towards Esgaroth. You'll still need a couple turns. That's okay. I got some extra cash from those victories. Can I buy anything that's useful at all? Herbalist could be useful, I guess. It does increase population growth, but Elan, and I'll get the Great Hall there. That actually seems like a good thing to build. Get more free upkeep as well. Okay then. Oh yes, also interesting comment by Mazel. Apparently the unit that you get from those missions where you're like, oh, take that and you'll get one of the best units currently available, only looks at recruitment cost. And seeing as the catapult has recruitment cost of 1.5k, which is relatively high, that is the unit that will more often than not get picked. Which is quite annoying if you think about it. I don't want catapults. I'm not sure if the devs can change that, how that's calculated, but I would like to actually see it. Like, they can still use recruitment cost as the threshold, because for the most part that does reflect how elite a unit is. But it does give an unfair advantage towards catapults. So they maybe should just delete catapults and ballistae and boats from that list. Just infantry, cavalry, archers, you know, actual units instead of siege equipment or naval units or whatever. I don't know, that's just my 2 cents. I'm not sure if it can be changed. I might make that suggestion in the Divide and Conquer Discord. I might not. Suggestions are only open on Saturday, and I'll probably already have forgotten by then. So there's that. Anyway, the enemy is attacking me at Mattaram. We do get the elite, quote-unquote, garrison. 3 units with silver chevrons, as well as a melee and defense upgrade. Mass power is very much against them. What have they got? In terms of infantry, not that much. I see swordsmen, they're a good unit. Tribesmen, Vareg bowmen. So I do want to sacrifice these Westfront defenders first, or foremost, because they're the ones that get replenished every time they attack, as the garrison script fires in, and we don't have to worry about them being depleted or anything of that. So killing them first saves up the others, so that's quite good. Does Mattaram have actual walls? No, it seems to just be a palisade, because he only brought rams. Okay, let's do this. I don't think it'll be too hard. Let's see what we can do. We attack. There we go. Mattaram. Rohir Town, as it was known in the 10k livestream. I still get comments about it or questions about it, but I'm very sorry to inform that the 10k livestream was sadly not saved by YouTube because it was too long. We were just too much of a Chad. We played for 20 plus hours. And YouTube apparently can't deal with that. So, yeah. The stream, unfortunately, will never have a VOD live. At least I know for the future, if I ever do another long stream like that, I'll just have to save a local copy so I can upload it separately. But yeah, unfortunately that one's gone. However, that's not to say that if we hit maybe another subscriber goal, I'm not sure, I don't have a current goal, but I guess 20k would sound like a good one, which probably will take a few months to a year, I assume. But if we hit that, then maybe I can do something similar to the 10k Rune livestream. That's a maybe, though. I'm not saying for damn sure, but... this positioning sucks, but the map is a little bit small to really get my units in the correct spot. High Paladins, I can also use them. You guys stay as, like, the last defense. I think that's everyone in a decent position, right? So let's see here. Western Defenders, you guys. I don't know. How tiny do I want to make it? Like, it's a bit of an annoying... The gates is an annoying spot because it like leads right to a building instead of a road, so it's kind of... I don't know how to place my units like that, I suppose. And you guys do your javelin thing, you guys do your ranged thing. If I could just move you a little bit sideways, that'd be awesome. No, okay, whatever. They're bringing in their ballista first, that's fine. Use your ballista on the gate. That is honestly fine. They're firing mini Gronds in a way, right? Wait, you're firing at my Western defenders? Was that just accidental? Alright, well, I can wait. I can wait all day. Because last episode I went on like a tangent talking about milking cows. And I was actually kind of surprised to hear that many of you have indeed milked cows. So that's quite interesting. I didn't really expect that many people to have done so. At least people that watch my videos. But some of you even like live or grew up on farms, so you were almost surprised to hear me question that and be like, what, you don't milk cows in a way? Alright, I'm gonna move you guys a bit closer to the wall just so you don't get shot. So yeah, I'm not sure what my next question would be. I guess an interesting one, but that's very much a cultural thing, I think, is whether or not you, oh my god, they're killing a lot. You guys actually, or in your country, eat horse meat? Because I know it's a debate sometimes. In Belgium, horse meat is eaten quite regularly, either on like a sandwich, a very thin sliced, or just as a steak. But I know in other countries, England comes to mind. They ran out of ballista shots at 96%, poor sods. You're almost, it's almost frowned upon to even consider eating a horse because they're seen as like noble animals. They're like dogs in a way. But then again, other countries eat dogs as well. For us, that's a weird thing, at least in Belgium. But in other countries, yeah, they eat dog and it's normal. So it's all about perspective, I guess. But I always find it interesting to learn about different cultures and see how, you know, they go about their daily lives and shit. Because at the end of the day, we're all human, right? But there's still so many differences between all of us. Just like these guys are humans, and we're humans, but yet we're fighting one another. Why is that? Well, because they're assholes, obviously, but why are they assholes? That is the question. Has something to do with the corruption from Mordor, I think. Maybe that one guy, Sauron, who the elves always talk about, is involved with this. I'll have to do some more research. Perhaps it is not too late to give Khan a chance to side with the good guys. Or perhaps it very much is too late. That's not for me to decide. Alright, my archers and my jabbies seem to be, you know, doing quite alright. I mean, we barely killed any of the Variac bowmen because our damage is pathetic, but now they're just going in ham, which is where your cavalry gets absolutely shafted. Did they even have a general? I don't think they did, right? No, they didn't. So they might also rout relatively quickly. Like those marauders, they're not really the greatest fighters. This is a clusterfuck if I've seen any. Windriders of Khan, that's an excellent unit. That's one of the fastest units in the game. If you take a look at their movement speed. 140%. I think that might just be the fastest unit in the game. I'm sure I'm forgetting about like one unit that's even faster, but they're definitely top 3 in terms of speed. And I really do believe they are the fastest. Maybe Lothlorien cavalry is also fast? Or the High Elves horse archers? The Amanyar rangers, I think they're called. They might also have a similar speed. I don't think they do, actually. Ah, the swordsmen. The mercenaries. They still seem a little bit out of... I don't know, they don't really fit the rest of the environment, I would say. They would fit in well with Bûrh, sure, but like, for Dorwinion, random mercenaries, I don't know. They don't look like they belong to this area of the map in a way. That might just be me. Anyway, this fight's ridiculously easy. I'm just going to sacrifice my Northmen so I don't really lose anything. And those 3 Northman units, the militia, they're enough to hold them off, so... I'm suffering a few casualties here and there with my hunters, and I think my bowman lost 3 guys as well, but that's it. Only the swordsman and the bowman as well, to some degree, are even a match for the spear guys. The rest is just cavalry, which we get a bonus against, so... Yeah, good luck with that. If you push so aggressively, you're definitely gonna die. Oh yes, look at those numbers drop. Oh yes, precious. Sorry that I go through it in 6 times speed, but like this is not a difficult fight at all. So the question does arise, do I even need to bother to send a stake unit? Because the thing with garrisons is, it always leads the AI to underestimate you, because I think they kind of predict whether or not they want to besiege a settlement based on the estimated balance of power, right? That's what they take into account. If they have 5 guys, reference, they're not going to send it in against a garrison of 300 guys. But in this case, they don't take the militia, I think, into account when they give the attack order, because those guys only spawn when you actually go for the siege attack, not when you besiege the settlement, right? Who's not routing? So that leads me to believe that... Wait, what the hell? That it's actually a better idea to have like a decent garrison, but not that big, with then militia in there, just to lure the enemy to come to you. Oh, it's the ballista. I see. I'll just send my cab out. So then you can lure them in constantly in these kind of fights, which gives these guys good XP, and we can retrain a lot of these dudes as well. And then these guys, the Western Defenders, garrison units, they always come back after each battle in full strength. So, you don't lose anything, you know. I lost 368, but how many of those are actual guys that I lose? Actually, a lot of Ravanian hunters. I didn't know they died that much, but okay. Besides that, more sellswords than I actually anticipated. Not sure how they died. But besides that, most of our casualties were by far indeed the Western Defenders. And that doesn't matter one bit. They got a good amount of kills as well, so yeah, good job. I'm not sure if we really need to get a stake unit in there. Maybe if I can get the Moriquendi Sentinels, so I don't have to move the Vintner Court Royal Knights over. Maybe I'll do it then, but right now, it's not that pressing of a matter, I'd say. And let us execute them. Bye-bye. I have to repair the wall, but that's okay. That's a price I'm willing to pay. Apparently that was a mission. Oh, to block Esgaroth. I completely forgot about that. I just did it because someone in the comments section told me to do it, but it was of course a mission. I do hope to get attacked at Varfést soon. That's going to be a fun fight. We have the tier 2 garrison as well. Look at that. Oh, wunderbar. Ushbaka, you're in for a big surprise, buddy. Alright, Mattaram. Let us repair the wall. I can probably retrain the mercenaries as well. Yep, I can. So let's start with you and those guys. Most important. Okie dokie. First and foremost. No, wait. Keep moving. I want to make sure to do it manually just so you don't get stuck on... Oh no, Dale, no! I wanted... Is Kamal still in there? I think he might be, honestly. Alright, whatever. Doesn't matter too much. We're going to keep marching towards Lôgarth, right? Yes. And he's pulling back Gorgash because he's scared all of a sudden. Hello there. I could crush you real quick. Ah, you're just 2 units. It's really not going to make a difference. Lôgarth is a castle, though, so that's a pretty nice take. We can indeed take it and hold it. You can go chill in Dorthalu. Bolster up the garrison there. Retrain those guys. Get an extra bowman unit as well. Just make sure that our borders are well protected. Enmahath. I'm a little bit worried about Zagbuk. We're finishing off the military garrison there, so that will be okay. Yeah, that's just priority, I'd say. Okay. Brior. That is a unit of Avarin. That's a decent army on its own already. Giving those guys to Edwardin with the cavalry general, that's a pretty lethal army. 55 Vintnacort paladins is nothing to scoff at all. That might just be enough to go annoy Mordor at the Black Gate, at Morannon. That's Dantanat, good scout, thank you. Okay, spy. I need some more information as well from you. Who holds these lands here? Eastern Mirkwood is in the hands of the elves, although seemingly not for long. So I would think with an army like that, you should be able to knock back a couple orc scum, right? Yeah, it'll be fine. Erin Runen. Bûrh, I'll go over there. Okay, Avalon. Thing is, we have Norway on the move, right? And it seems that Esgaroth is not going to be a thing. So then I can drop him at Bûrh real quick, mop up here, and then Avalon can already start pushing more into this direction here. Oh, my chair is incredibly squeaky today. We need many watchtowers. Rawberg might still get attacked. It's a little bit out in the open. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Dol Guldur army decided to just skirt past Avalon. Let's see, this is the Burnt Lands. This is Lothar. So this corresponds with this settlement, which is Bûrh South is. Then there's another region here, the East Bight, which is different from this one, right? Yes, that's Marches of the Northmen. So that's Bûrh Alge. Then I think the East Bight is Brown Boat, which is somewhere over here. It's a really weird name for a settlement, but that's just me. And then this one is Bûrh South. And at that point, I think we've pushed back Dol Guldur all the way to the Stinky Forests. Maybe an exception of Emin Muil. Yeah, okay. Alright, that's okay. Viltur has a decent garrison, but I think I'll leave those for now. If need be, what I could do is when I take Lôgarth, get Vandermeer to keep moving and then get reinforcements over right away. Anyway, let's see what we can spend our money on. We built a land clearance at Wintirion. Let's get some proper roads there. Oh no, never mind. That's all my money. I can probably spend it a little bit better. Getting a Master Mason's Hall. For starters, Strondost. Are those good mines? I guess I'll get them at this point. They're probably the best thing I can build at the moment. More Avarin units finished. Avarin Harim and Avari Spearmen. Where do I send you guys to? You are quite expensive in the upkeep, huh? Yeah, that's an extra like 700. Alright, how about you go there first? Catapult, you can go meet up with Vandermeer. Avalon, you keep moving there, no with that. Do I have any other armies on the move that I need to be made aware of that I'm forgetting about? Don't think so. Although Enmahath, actually... I should have sent those guys to Enmahath. They can do quite well against Mordor units. And let's get some Vineyard Bowmen to send them to Enmahath as well. 2 more turns without an attack. Actually, that would definitely be finished before they can attack me, so we'll be good either way. Okay, that's great news. Yeah, I think that's all in terms of my money. The thing is, I'm very strong, I'm quite rich, but fighting a 3-way war is always difficult. You always need to balance your budgets, you always need to be careful that you're not focusing too much on one side that you're forgetting about another side. But I think our current, get-up is quite good. Defending against Mordor, defending against Khand, whilst pushing against Dol Guldur. And Ushbaka the Fearless is fearless indeed, because he's going in straight away. What do you have? Ooh, okay, you actually have a decent army. The Mordor Orc Bodyguard, which is unchanged from version 4.5. An armor-piercing unit, be careful of that. Only 17 Variaglasses, not too much cavalry, that's good. Edwardin will rule the field then. Maulers, Halberds, Sauron's Will. That is a scary unit to do Inspire, as well as being armor-piercing with 11 attack and 17 defense. That is quite a good unit. But besides that, nothing too crazy. So I think, especially with the support of the Westron defenders, we will be more than fine. Right, Ushbaka, I'll happily kill you. Oh, and look at that. We get actual walls. Ah, what a thing of beauty. Okay, where's my town square? It's over here. Interesting. I remember fighting a similar setup, kind of settlement, against Luin. Alright, Bowman, you go over there. Let's put some of these western defenders on the wall. And one below. Oh, you can't fit. You sure about that? How fat are you, buddy? Alright then. I'll just have to put you down. Okay. We also have some privateer cav. Is this a one exit settlement? Yeah, it is. Okay, well, I'll just have to move you through and move you out real quick. But Ravanian Riders, I'm not going to use you. I'll have you on the town square to make sure they don't do aggressive push through strats. Can you please somehow? Oh my lord. Alright, I'll have to do. Placing units in these kind of settlements is just annoying. Keep you guys down in reserve. You know what? Whatever. Just send out the cav. Ered, champion of Caras Sant, one of the best riders in all of Dorwinion. Proven himself in many a tournament. And now is your time to prove your worth again. Show them how it's done. Oddly enough, a champion of the tournament, but doesn't actually use a lance in combat. It's kind of actually extra scary, because he's that good with a lance. Just imagine how good he is with a sword. There's some orc archers, let's give them a warm welcome. Welcome to Dorwinion, the land of wine and dead orcs, you son of a bitch. Here we go. Nice. The arrow tower is doing any damage? Not really. Okay, keep moving. Those orc archers are surprisingly sturdy. I would have really expected them to be gone already. Right, push through them, push through them, push through them. Very glance is just like not doing anything. There's the Uruk bodyguard. I could give him just a warm welcome. A warm Dorwinrim welcome. I quite like the adjective Dorwinrim. Hello there, welcome! Camp generals are so balanced. They're not. They're completely OP. For a moment I thought they was going to say that Edwardin would have died. Our cutting foe was able to kill Edwardin. But then I realized he's a badass, so he doesn't die. Alright, I don't want those guys to be fighting them. Let the Western defenders take care of them. Alright, Feric Lances, you are a bold one, eh? You know we completely mess you up in melee, right? We're more a melee unit than we are a cavalry. You're skilled against mounts as well, so like... Seriously, what? The enemy are battering down the gates. Yeah. The enemy can suck it. This is my wine! The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours. You know what the difference is between our wine and their wine? The H. That's a very deep joke right there. It's so deep I'm not even sure if it actually makes sense. But it sounded good in my head, so that's probably the most important thing, right? Are we charging them again? Of course we are. Hello. It's one of those units that really benefit from the extra mass, the changes the Divide and Conquer team have done to calculate charge. Mass is so much more important, so a very heavy unit like a Cataphract or a Swan Knight does even more damage, which makes sense, I guess. They're slower to move, but once they hit like a truck, a literal truck. And these guys, with how well armored they are, and, you know, barded horses almost, they hit like a semi. They really, really do. Like, you just punch through them all the way almost, and their numbers just drop away. Because every unit your little cavalry, your single cavalryman connects with, they deal the full damage of the charge, which is, I mean, 15 attack plus 9 charge, because you also need to calculate in their attack, which is quite high. So, you know, every single guy they hit, and if they punch in deeper through unit, that's more guys they hit. especially if they countercharge as well, which is why countercharging a cavalry charge is such a bad idea. It's better to run away because then you minimize the impact of your units with their units, right? Makes sense, huh? So the more mass you have, the deeper you push. The more mass you have, the more charge bonus you also have. So, in truth, what is now the best way to calculate just how strong a cavalry unit is, I think it's all about mass now. Just how heavy they are. Which I guess doesn't really benefit a faction like Khan as much, because they more rely on fast light cavalry, whilst, for example, Dol Amroth, that's all about very heavy cavalry. And in this case, our Vintner Court Paladins, we went the Avari route, so this is the only unit we'll ever see of them. But I'm gonna spend it wisely. I hope he never dies. He might, because, this is still the Izzy channel, welcome. But at least if he dies, he'll take down a lot of foes. Wanna know how I know that? Because he's already killed a lot of foes. So even if he dies right now, he would already be one of our more successful units ever. He's up there on the list. He's not through the gate yet. What the fuck are you doing? I mean, I get shy too when I need to pull out my battering ram, but take a blue pill. I don't know, just do something about it. This is just sad. Alright. Just ram it down, you fool. Sauron's will. Actually getting destroyed by the Orc Defenders. Says a lot about Sauron's will, I suppose. Privateer Axemen, for example, don't quite push in as deep, even though they're also pretty heavy cav. Compare that to just how deep, don't let me down now, these guys can push in. Like, this is their line where they hit. But they go all the way through, right? So that's a lot more damage they can do to different, well, models, so to speak. Oh no, they finally breached our gate. Took you only half an hour, buddy. Edwardin, this is why you are the champion. No time for losers. And now he comes through with his Oak Maulers. I mean, decently scary unit, I suppose. Oh, where the frick do you think you're going, buddy? Really? Orc Maulers climbing down the ladders? What the hell is this? Come on, route. I was kind of surprised they weren't routing before. Orc Mauler is also a very weak unit to cavalry. To cavalry charges, I should clarify. In the melee, which is why you need to pull out your cavalry stat, in the melee they can do quite well because they are armor piercing and they have quite high attack. But on the charge, they're kind of pathetic. Alright, well, I do believe this battle is actually over, even though it's not officially over. It is very much over in practice. Like this Mauler unit, gone after this charge. Completely gone. Look at the numbers. Well, that was disappointing. Come on, I was just like talking you up like crazy. I actually really thought they would be gone. And they're close to breaking, but that's not what I had in mind. Where is Edwardin? I need visual confirmation that he's alive. There he is. The one without a helmet. I'm not sure if I showed it properly. That's better. And then do the sandwich. Good day. There, that's what I wanted. Yeah, that previous charge was ass, but this was the one I wanted. I feel like the Orc Maulers are very low mass, because cavalry just always crushes them. 94 for 11 for 7%. 112. And most of our actual casualties aren't casualties at all. We killed 1.3k, so right now our kill death ratio for this episode is looking fantastic already. But like, these casualties don't matter. That's a general's bodyguard, they'll come back. Ravanian Hunters matters, Privateer Cavalry matters. So in truth, because these guys don't matter, they'll come back, they're garrison units. In truth, we only really lost about 41 guys. So that is fantastic. And they are mercenary units, they're relatively easy to get retrained. That's perfect, that is absolutely perfect, makes me very, very happy. Alright, executum, goodbye. I'll see you on the far side. Poor Sauron must be sweating right now. I mean, he's probably not sweating. In his eyes, I'm probably just a small fly buzzing around his cherries. What? I'm thinking of like a proverb, but I just can't come up with it. Anyway, I'm just small beans in Oh no! No! Theoden's dead! Oh, that makes me sad. Oh. Alright. Oh, fitting music. Game wants me to take Lôgarth. I was already planning on doing that, and I think they're just going to give it up for free. Because that's stationed right outside, so I don't even have to siege them. Let's see, I've got cavalry. 2 units. I've got very good infantry here with the Regent units and the Vine-Regent. I mean, this isn't the most elite army, but neither is theirs. Now, what's the bonus? 2k gold coins. I will take that, my friend. Balance of power is in our favor. They're not backing down. And Captain Shagdush, I think that's the garrison, is joining them. Let's see. Dol-Guldur Archers, Dol-Guldur Scouts, Okido, and then Shardush. Mirkwood Hunters and Oakmaws, so they don't really matter. Gorgash, there's nothing that really stands out. That's fine. Only 1 unit of Dol-Guldur Archers as well. That's quite good. Alright, let's take him down and let's claim Lôgarth. Another castle to add to our collection. Beautiful.
Muster your courage, men. The hour has come. Let us set about this butchery with a will.
I can only agree with that, honestly. Oh, we get a nice hill as well. Ah, oh, beautiful. The Valar have truly blessed us today, my friends. Ah, very nice. Alright, well, let us get the crossbow boys in the front. Actually, no, I want the Regent Bowguard to be in the middle. Such a fantastic looking unit. Just the difference, you can tell they are the same faction, you know, they blend really well together, but you can also tell that these guys are definitely a tier higher than the other ones. The shield on their backs also just fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. Alright, then in terms of infantry, I want the, let's see, spear. You guys to form the kind of front line, I suppose. And then these guys to flank here. And you to flank on the other side with the High Paladins as well. And that's also where I'll put the cavalry. Now what am I lacking? The hunters. You guys can be over here, behind the main line. Alright, no one skirmish. Good. We're not pussies. We are men of Dorwinion. All of us. Not a single elf in this army. Not that we dislike the elves. We love the elves, but still. Sometimes... oh, they got nice range as well. You need to take things into your own hands, eh? Today's one of those days. It's a shame there's no high priority targets. Normally I'd focus my crossbows on a scary unit. If they stay clustered up like that, they're going to be an easy foe. Oh. But in this case, there is no scary unit. So I guess Dol-Guldur Host comes close. Maulers, perhaps, but not really. Actually, the scariest unit in that army is probably the one from the Reinforcements army, where they have the Dol-Guldur Archers. That's probably the scariest one. As I've said before, Dol-Guldur is very much an archer-based faction. In case you want to watch me play Dol-Guldur, I did do a series on them back in version 3. It was actually my very last version 3 campaign. They've remained largely unchanged. Other factions have got unchanged, of course. But Dol-Guldur itself, I don't think has really changed all that much. I know they have a new bodyguard unit here, but I can't show you right now. I did show... they just a bit. I did show it in the previous video. But yeah, if you want to watch me play as Dol-Guldur, it's actually a pretty fun campaign. I think Dol-Guldur is highly underrated. Some people just look at them as like a Mordor spin-off in a way, which I understand where that idea comes from. They do play fairly similar in a lot of ways, but using Dol-Guldur's strategy mainly revolves around a combination of Warg Marauders and the archers here who use poison arrows. And you're not all about beating the enemy. You don't care about beating the enemy, to be honest. You mostly care about routing them. And that's what you get with the fear-inducing units and the flanking units, of course. So a combination of those two is easily the best way to play as Dol-Guldur. There you go. In case you guys want to play Dol-Guldur, which I do recommend. They are a fun faction. Just largely overlooked. They're one of those filler factions, just there to give other factions an enemy, kind of like the Goblins of Moria are in a lot of ways. But I actually think they're quite fun, and I would like to see them get more love. But if you ask me how they should change Dol-Guldur to be more fun or have more love, I wouldn't be able to tell you the answer. If you guys have any ideas to make Dol-Guldur more interesting, then let me know in the comments, of course. Or let the developers know on the Divide and Conquer Discord. I would love to see Lôgarth get some more love, absolutely. You know what this army actually lacks now that I think about it? Some Thorn Guard, some Halberds. They don't have any of those. We've already killed 15%. Which, to be fair, isn't that high, but... we'll take it from here. Alright, hurry. Oh, javelins. Sons of bitches. Move the troops. Dorwinion scouts. Oh, poor Sans. We got this. The only unit that scares me are the Maulers and melee. Armed and ready. Oh, hello, Dorwinion host. Not a bad unit, actually. These guys have 3 gold chevrons. Nice. I even forgot about that. Oh, goodbye. I'll send the cavalry unit to deal with you at some point. But now is not that point. AI is playing quite well. They are doing a lot with not too many units. I thought I could outflank him easily, but he's spreading out his army quite well. Which is where the flashing button comes in quite handy. But I'm going to flank around with my cavalry, which he doesn't have. Wait, what? How? What the fuck? How did he die? He was literally the first of his unit to die. Oh my lord. Oh, god damn it. Why? How? He didn't get... he was attacked by Dorwinion host. Seriously? They got 5 attack and 3 charge. That's how you died as the first guy in your unit? Oh my god, you are just a disappointment. Wow, you're stopping fast. Which leads me to believe, did you get friendly fired maybe? Is that how you died? Uh-oh, you better not tell Hawin about that. Oh, and I liked Vandermeer because it's a kind of Dutch sounding name. Well, guess I pulled a Galu. I mean, can you blame me for that? I guess I didn't have to send in Vandermeer, but... it's not like I was sending him in against Orc Maulers, which is the only unit that could... I mean, that at least I thought could kill him. Like, everyone else barely suffered casualties, except for those guys, who were up against the friggin' Orc Maulers, making my prediction even more through. But, Vandermeer, you died so fast. You died when you still like 55 guys left, or 54. And I think your entire unit had... it definitely had less than 60, so you were really one of the first to die. Alright, note to self. High Paladins, kinda weak. No shield, I guess maybe that makes a difference. I'm not... 11 defense and 14 armor though is quite high. I mean, it's not that annoying because the unit is gone. I don't really mind that. It's mostly annoying that I don't have a governor now for when we take Lôgarth. I guess I could take the general over that was in the other settlement. I forgot the name of it. But the one that's bordering Lôgarth now. Wow, that really surprised me actually. We gotta make sure we kill enough people though. Oh, how the mighty have died. Vandermeer. Son of a bitch. Oh, come on. You just routed and then you come back and immediately have top tier morale. I mean, I've expressed my hatred of that mechanic many times. But they rout and immediately become steady again. They should always stay shaken. Which I think the way it is in newer Total War games. If a unit breaks once, they're just way more likely to break again, which... Alright, we need to make sure we hit the 85% threshold in all armies. Because I want Lôgarth, especially now that we don't have a general. 2k gold coins does buy me a new general, I suppose. Don't know, that's a big chunk of Orc Maulers. Those guys just run too fast. Don't give me... You're not giving me any time to run you down, fool. Wow, Vandermeer, you are... Aren't generals supposed to have, like, at least multiple hit points? Ay, ay, ay. Maybe he had some underlying condition or something. Ay, 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 ay. Maybe his... heart was weak and he just had a heart attack on the battlefield because of the excitement. I guess that's the best way to think about it. Rip Vandermeer died to a heart attack on the battlefield. But sir, we found him with 3 crossbow bolts in his back. Shh, heart attack. Heart attack. I mean, the win itself is still good, but losing Vandermeer is a pain. 207 casualties, which is about 11%. And I do believe we killed, yeah, we definitely killed 85% in every army, so that's fantastic. Yeah, Vandermeer, he lost 8 units to friendly fire, so it sounds likely that he died to friendly fire, so he's one of those 513 casualties there. Thorn Riders, that's actually a really high amount. Damn, it's crazy. Also 220 by those crossbows. Impressive. I didn't really think you were doing that much damage. Alright, that is a bit of a mixed feeling victory right there, but it's a victory nonetheless. And let us execute them. Revenge for Vandermeer. And I think it is only fitting that we rename the settlement after Vandermeer. So I want your suggestions in the comment section right now. What should we rename to, or what should we name Lôgarth to? It has to be somewhat of a reference to Vandermeer. But you can go crazy. You can come up with any name that you want. Honestly, I don't want to destroy the settlement, so we can occupy it. It just kind of halts my conquest a little bit. But then I can send over these guys from Viltur, at the very least Wagion. Yeah. Viltur still has a garrison, or is finishing up a garrison, so that you guys can come over and become the new governors of Lôgarth. Which is now known as Lôgarth, but will have a name change soon. Wait, we can get Athala Rangers here? How does that work? Oh, recruitable from East Mirkwood to Dorwinion. I thought they were locked behind the human choice. I guess they aren't. Any buildings I need to destroy here? Brawler Spit, that can go. I also need to check the Rune lands. We never did that, I think. So the practice range. Where do I get the... What is allowing me to get Athala? Is it the archery? It has to be the archery range, right? Even though it doesn't mention it, but... Huh. Okay. Alright. I'm confused. Let us follow the route. Hang on. Yeah, I want to take Bûrh southeast. That's the one that I want. Ooh. Pretty undefended there. Alright, let's see. Has Esgaroth been reclaimed? Yes, it has. So we're going to lift that siege. That's a shame. I wanted to kill Kamul myself, but... well, so be it. I mean, I want Dale to continue pushing. I want Dale to have Bûrh Alge. Or Erebor. So I'm thinking, we put down Norway. It's a beastie garrison right there, but that's okay. We take Bûrh Alge, and then we use it as a bargaining chip. Oh, hello. Well, that might backfire. That's okay. Norway's a beast. He's a conqueror of Mistrand, for crying out loud. Ered held out. Good. So we get our diplomat. And then we can trade Bûrh Alge for maybe Rhubarb. Rhubarb would be a nice deal. Anyway, I don't trust these dwarves. I really, really don't. I'm going to put some garrisons there. They'll get free upkeep probably. Oh, this guy doesn't have free upkeep. We need to do something about that. Yeah, we'll do that already. Okay, wait. One moment. One thing I want to do is move Athel here out. He's too good of a general. Remember, he has the Athala Rangers. To just be sitting in that settlement. Although he does bring in a nice amount of cash. But he's really good. So I think I'll get another boat soon. And then when I make another army, I'll move him over. You can go to Angmar. He might try to go for Mattaram. I welcome him with open arms. Let's retrain some dudes. And then let us build something here. What shall we build in Mattaram? I could get Thorn barracks here to get Thorn units. They can then replace the vineyard ones while still getting free upkeep. It's not a bad idea. Actually, let's get a trading post. It's cheap and it gives me a lot of money. Varfést. Varfést. I want to put you there. Get a watchtower. I don't trust Mordor at all. I don't think anyone in their right mind would trust Mordor. Move as far as possible whilst we can still get inside the settlement. Watchtowers are alive, man. I remember a time that I didn't put that down. That I didn't put that many watchtowers down. That's a tongue twister right there. And I just look back at it. I'm like, how could I have been so stupid? Watchtowers are amazing. Where is that catapult? Catapult, you can actually go towards Avalon. You'll probably get intercepted somewhere and die. That's just the nature of these things. Okay, you're almost ready for an upgrade. Let's see. Was there any other settlements close to an upgrade? Doesn't look like it. Viltur has a whopping 367 people living there. Alright, let's check our settlements real quick. Sant and Wee, what can I build over there? The Lord's Hall? Royal Hall. No, I don't need that. Wait a second. The Royal Hall... No, I needed the Lord's Hall in order to build Avari Barracks. I have Avari Barracks. Oh, okay, they're finished. So I can get Avari units here. I already have some shadows over there. Quite nice. Let's see. You get an armorer there. I don't think you can get the highest tier of blacksmith there, right? No. Gosh, what to get in Sant and Wee? It is an important settlement. Are these mines good? They are quite good mines. Yeah, let's get the mines. And they call it a mine. A mine. Naburka. Well, I want the herbalist to get actually the farms to improve growth and get some money as well. Mornathel, as always, once I want to upgrade that. I actually want to get the Master's Mason's Hall there, so I think I'll postpone that and then get that first. It's a little bit more important. Sorry. I'm sorry, Naburka. And then in any other settlements, trading post always too good not to get. Okay. Let's see here, huh? You're moving. We took Lôgarth. That's quite nice. We're waiting for a general there. Norway, you're moving up. Bûrh Southeast will soon be ours. Same with Bûrh Alge. There is still Brownbow to take care of. If we take Bûrh Alge, we want to sell it to the highest bidder. I want to sell it to Erebor in first place to get a Rhubarb instead. If that doesn't work, I'll sell it to Dale for like a nice amount of cash or a settlement and then switch that one for Rhubarb. That is the plan. Okay. I think that's all for this turn. Should I round off the episode? I think I'll do one more turn. Right. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Yeah, you go to Mr. Edwardin. The army that will take down the Black Gate. Maybe. How is Mistran doing? What are we building over there? The Avari Armorer. That still needs to have their script changed or their text changed. Okay then. Right. Let us see what happens, if anything. All in all, I'm pretty happy with how much land we have. If we take a look at the minimap, that's a nice blotch of purple there for 78 turns, and it definitely could have gone faster and definitely could have gone smoother. Oh, look. It seems we're rounding off this episode with a massive fight. I love it. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with our progress. Captain Ishlik, a Lundush the Fearless, a maxed commander. One of only a handful of generals who can liken themselves to great generals such as Eonwë and Gothmog, just like Norway. Oh, two Chads meet each other on the battlefield, huh? Interesting. Alright, Captain Aslick, you don't have too much, but you have a couple of scary units like Mirkwood Uruks and Uruk Slayers, which are basically better Orc Maulers. When I say better, I do mean slightly better. But it's mainly going to be Lundush that will be scary, eh? But if we kill him, we get an easy grab of Bûrh Alge. I think we'll be fine. I actually really think we'll be fine. I don't have too many crazy units, but I have cavalry, I have Norway, I've got some good units, solid units, and I'm on the defensive here, which we can try to exploit as much as possible. Alright, let us jump in.
We attack!
Okie dokie, they have close to double our numbers, so we do need to be careful, but look at that. Once again, the Valar have blessed us with a nice hill. It's not the craziest of hill, it is just a slight hill, but it will definitely do. Mr. Norway, I want to put you in wide formation. There we go, wide Norway walking meme. Good, and then the crossbows, I want you guys to be the front line, as ever. Unless, could I put you in a position that you can fire over the infantry? I think I can, actually. If I put you here, and then I'll put Navi behind you guys. And if I then put, say, Thorngard like that, you can fire over them quite handily dandily. If I do that here, you can still fire over them quite easily. Actually, let's move one bit closer, and then you guys... It is fine-tuning, of course. And then no, we should not take too much damage from that. Okay, let's see here. We got these bladesmen over here. And then the infantry over there. And then these 15 guys, honestly, just chill in the back. Don't get killed, that's all you need to do. And then let's hope we don't get randomly flanked, right? They should all come from relatively the same side. Oh, forgot about the Thorn Riders. Right, Thorn Patrollers. I actually forgot to check. Did they bring any walks? Yeah, I see a couple here, but not that many. He's got a couple more, but nothing too crazy. These Thorn Patrollers have seen a lot of combat. They have a gold chevron, which horse archers don't get too easily. Should I move my army a little bit? I just want to really maintain that hill that we've got going for us. No, like somewhere in between. There we go. I'm not sure if it'll... Actually, nah, this hill's too nice. Just change our position slightly, but stay on the hill. By the 9 divines, stay on the hill. It's the Daedra, you see. Crossbows! Positioning is key, boys. Positioning very much is key. This game is really not much about microing. It's more about how you start the battle, what your position is, what kind of units you've brought. Microing plays a very small role, pretty much just with cavalry, but besides that, it's more the macro gaming instead of the micro gaming. I'm just throwing big terms at you now. Oh, we're very close to the edge, actually. As long as we don't go over the edge. Right, are you really wasting your ammo on a couple of Dogolder scouts? That is just not the Jedi way, boys. Come on. Alright, let's see if those crossbows can do their thing. Goblins... Oh, they're not even proper wargs. They're missile cav. I mean, they're still decent, but they're goblin riders. They throw javies, but... They're really nothing to write home about. Alright, crossbow is definitely causing some friendly fire there. Why? Like, that just means you're missing terribly, right? The enemy's not that low, they're quite high actually. That's fine. Those 4 guys aren't going to make a difference, I don't think. Watch me lose by 4 guys. I was streaming some Ar-Adûnâim yesterday, which will be the day before yesterday at this point. And I actually lost the siege battle with like... It basically came down to... I think 10 guys, something like that. It was so nail-bitingly close. So I shouldn't say that like, oh, those 4 guys aren't going to make a difference. Everyone has a role to play. Whether it has a big role or a small role. We shouldn't underestimate anyone. How are we looking so far? 4% for 1%. Which that 1% is mostly our crossbows. Who's firing on them? Mirkwood Hunters? Okay, Orc Maulers are a prime target. Probably the most important target. And of course they're trying to hide there, but I've seen you. Those Orc Maulers, same with the Uruk Slayers. Although we're doing quite good damage on those Dogolder host. So I need to rack up the numbers now. Alright. Cavalry. Oh, we got 2 units of Privateer Cav. Ooh wee. Hunt them down, yes indeed. Alright, don't fire on units that are too close. If you can't aim, don't try it. Stand together. This guy's also getting some good XP right now. Alright, they're not really waiting for their reinforcements, which I'm going to exploit like crazy. This is where the microing comes in that I talked about. Ever so slightly. Hello there! That's a good charge. Stay, stay, stay. Broken. Keep moving. There's a big cluster here. That's our main weakness at the moment. And you guys keep fighting on far units. Don't fight on the ones that are right in front of you. You'll just do friendly fire. Careful there. That's some microing right there. That's pretty much necessary. Alright, let's pause just for the moment. Because I feel like I'm losing oversight. You guys move here. You guys trample those Mirkwood Hunters. If it doesn't work, just go through them. They're not that important. And charge those guys. Men of the Thorn. 6% for 26%. Remember when the Balance of Power thought I was going to lose? But the first stack will run just quicker than the other stack because they're not led by a general. They're just led by a captain. So it kind of makes sense that these guys are running quicker. We won't be so lucky. Well, lucky. We won't have that happening with the other army. There's no such thing as luck. I mean, there definitely is, but okay. It sounds cooler when I say there isn't. Alright, we have them by the balls. Do orcs even have balls? I don't know, and I don't want to know. I can only assume that they do, but it's based on no further scientific research. Alright. Come on, give it to him. Give it to him. Oh, yes. Uh-oh. Alright, hit those Dolguldur. Although, actually, they're kind of helping me out because they also reduce the morale of their own units. But still, I don't want to end up getting any routes or anything of that sort. Alright, this side is not looking great. I assume that's just the captain, because I haven't even seen their general. If we now killed the general, I'll be surprised. No, Captain Ishlik. Captain Aslik, as I call him. And keep... There he is. That's the general right there. Fire on him. He's a prime target. Men of the Thorn. Nice charge. Help out your friends. Friendship will pull us through, lads. Ooh, this is kind of a big fight, actually. But it's okay, I'm on point. I'm on point. I feel like I'm doing good. I should have shield wall there. It's too little too late, I'm afraid. Not sure if that was a good charge against the Mirkwood bodyguard. They are quite good. Armor piercing, throwing axes, the full shebang. Pull back. Close enough. Men of the Thorn. 18%. That's alright. If I have like 20% casualties at the end of the day, you know, with healing, I'll be a very happy man. Privateer Cav against Warwick Marauders, I think we win that. These guys are skilled against mounts, right? No. Oh. In that case, we might not win it. They will have a charge quite nicely into this clusterfuck. You are surrounded. Leave the building with your hands up. You are surrounded. Come on, run. They're not in the mood to run. That's annoying. Men of the Thorn. Kill the general and then they will run, no doubt about it. No cabe duda. That's Spanish for no doubt about it. Come on, run. Run, you runts. I know you want to. I know you want to go home to Daddy Kamul. Just chill in Amonlank. And I will let you. To some degree. Just go home. Just go home, man. It doesn't have to go on like this. This is all you. You want this, apparently. Yeah, it's just this cluster over here that I can just completely surround now. So we lost a couple of our Thorn Guard, but besides that, our casualties have been fairly low. With 25%, and I do expect some healing to happen. Come on, General. Come on now. I know you want to die. Thorn Patrollers, Fire! Let loose the bolts of Dorwinion. Oh, they're throwing their axes quite far. They've got good range. And as soon as the general's dead, then this entire cluster will start running. Alright, now we get in there. That general must be dead, right? There's no way he still stands after that onslaught. Yeah, new Dol Guldur bodyguard is... I almost said Dorwinion. I can't speak. New Dol Guldur bodyguard is quite tanky. I've said that before, I'll say it again. He's quite tanky. Alright. Oh, they're fighting to the death. Let them. Too lazy to pull my guys out. There we go, that's over. It is done. Ah, beautiful. 30%. We might not bring it down all the way to 20. Let's see. Actually, I should probably continue for a little bit longer, maybe? Just to make sure we hit the 85% everywhere. I do want Bûrh Alge out of this. Let us see. Man of the Thorn. Where the hell are you guys going? Take him down. I mean, no, these are all pretty small clusters. Should be fine. So we're at 30%. Let's see now. 21. Ah, that's close enough. That's close enough. Heroic victory for 24 casualties. And we killed, well, over 3,000, I would say, in total. Because both armies are gone. Because we definitely hit the 85% threshold. Lundush is dead. Captain Aslik is dead. Everyone's dead but me. Friendly fire is not that bad, actually. In case you are unaware, the number between brackets is how many died to friendly fire. So these guys had a bit of an unlucky spree there. But everyone killed large amounts of enemies. Thorn Guard 338, 304 Thorn Riders. Thorn Patrol is 181. Thorn Crossbow's not doing that much damage, but no, they more than made up for it. There we go, the Marches of the Northmen. The Northmen march forth in the Marches of the Northmen. And let us execute them, of course. Was there any doubt? Let's occupy the settlement to keep its wealth. Because the AI does care about how wealthy a settlement is in order to trade it. And I do believe they simply look at the value of every building that's built in the settlement. So we definitely don't want to exterminate. I'm not sure if they take population and income into account. They definitely take location into account. Like if I were to sell Umbar, for example, where the ring is, which is a little bit too far. Talk to Comes of Moria. Maybe. Then the AI would probably be like, dude, that's a little bit too far. But Bûrh Alge is relatively close to their homeland, right? Right, I don't think this will work. I do have 18,000 to throw your way on top of it. But I will give you Bûrh Alge, my most fresh settlement. And I want Ruba. Good to know that you have an Azanar and Withyboard. Demanding. But just demanding, not very demanding. I'll give you map information because, you know, fuck it. How about 5k on top of that? Balanced. I don't think the AI will take balance. I think it needs to be generous at the very least. Our relations are amiable though, so... Alright, fuck. I really want Ruba. 10k. Let's try it. Hey, it worked. Nice. Whenever there's lag, you know it worked. Because it needs to process everything that just happened. Just accept it. Okay, I don't think 5k would have worked. Maybe 7.5. But it was definitely too close. Alright, spinning ring. Come on. Process the transaction. It was a nice trade. Thank you very much, Erebor. I'm very happy. I hope you're happy as well. Immediately everyone's happy. We get 4 privateer calves there. Okay. Anything I need to destroy here? Anything that doesn't give me anything? Practice range, that can go. Although maybe they'll also give me the Thala Rangers, I'm not quite sure. Stables, we don't build our units there. What is this? A healer's hall. Interesting. And they already have a garrison building that I actually don't need. Although, the decreasing corruption is quite nice. Okay, they already have a port there as well, right? Yes, so it's already raking in quite a nice amount of cash. Definitely worth it. I'm thinking get the culture up first and foremost, so I don't have to leave the big expensive garrison there. And now the dwarves hold Bûrh Alge, which doesn't have any garrison at the moment. So yeah, maybe Dol Guldur will attack it, and then That's the dwarves' problem to take care of. They're now a bit of a buffer state between me and Dol Guldur. And I'm gonna ignore you guys. I'm like, peace, see ya. I'm going to Brownboat. Okay, Catapult, you keep moving. And then Waggion. Let's see here, let's do a swap. You will lead Lôgarth. You can get the full garrison as far as I care. You can keep everyone. I want to keep Romendasil. Oh, that is a blessed name. I want to keep him moving. Do I want to go for the burned lands like Emin Mule? I don't know. They are pretty worthless regions that will take forever to build up. We are starting to kind of encircle upon Amon Lank itself, though. Right, let's first and foremost besiege Bûrh Southis. That will be for next turn, though. Maulers, Walk Marauders. That's easy. Avalon alone can kill those guys. And then Romendasil, what do I do with you? I guess I could take Dantalad real quick. Mordor won't like it, but hey, I don't like Mordor, so there you go. And then Breor, you can keep moving to meet up with Edwardin, champion of Caras Sant. Okay, you want to go for Mattaram? Go ahead, try. You want to go for Enmahath? I want to get a Mason's Hall there. Caras Sant got the shipwright finished, becoming even more wealthy. And that's why I wanted Rhubarb. Because now you have like the holy trifecta. We still need the port in Mistrand. That is an important one. An important one? Oh, lame. But yeah, that's definitely important. Merchant's Wharf to get in some more trade goods. Naburka, can't upgrade that one yet. That's where I want the population growth, so we can get a higher tier of settlement there, so we can improve the ports. Naburka is actually the center of it all. You'll see, you'll see. It's going to be one of the richest ones by the end of the day. Okay, everywhere else we're pretty much building. Bûrh Ermanarikus, anything urgent there? Not really. If anything, I'd build population growth buildings now, but it will still take a while. Ostineri, anything I want there? Not quite. I could get farms there if need be. Viltur, that used to be a border settlement, now it is not. Don't really need anything there. It's nothing urgent. Carver, on the other hand, the markets, that is definitely quote-unquote urgent. Okay, and I think that's most of our money spent. So let's get something cheap. The smoking house for some building income. Why not? Okay, so I think that's all for this episode. Quite happy with the progress we've made. We took Lôgarth. We almost took Bûrh Southis. We marched upon Dol Guldur, killing lots of orcs in the process. We took Bûrh, which we then sold or traded with the dwarves of Erebor in order to get Rhubarb, so now we control the entirety of the Sea of Rune, which is quite nice. We held on to Mattaram, we held on to Varfést, getting more and more experience with the lads there, which I probably should retrain some of these mercenaries now that we can. Getting more units to go south to meet up with Edwardin, who can then possibly push towards Mordor already a little bit. We also took Dorthalo, if I'm not mistaken. Or did we already have that? I think we already had that one. But all in all, just pushing Dol Guldur away without suffering too many casualties on our own. We're almost 80 turns in, we hold 21 regions, and we are far from done, my friends. We only need 30 to win in total. So actually, if I am lucky and I get the one ring, and I get 9 more territories and crush Mordor, this might be a very short campaign. But I don't want it to be a short campaign, so don't worry. I'm not going to rush it at all. But yeah, I think I'll make a quote-unquote deal with the elves that I control all the lands outside of Mirkwood and they can have the forest themselves, with the exception of Amon Lank, which I would like to have myself. If I can beat the elves of Lothlorien for that, of course. Okie dokie, hope you guys enjoyed the episode as much as I did. Hope to catch you all soon for episode 12. Stay safe, stay healthy, and yeah, stay cool. I'll see you guys soon.